But speaking of Zendaya, that leads me to our featured story of the night. All right, everybody, for our featured story, I want to dive into something a little less, something a little bit serious, a little bit more fun. I'll talk about Spider-Man for a second. So as we know, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Do a flip Spider-Man.
Gotta do a flip Spider-Man. Across the Spider-Verse, I should say. The sequel to Into the Spider-Verse is coming out right now. It's out, everybody. You can go watch it right now after the show. And you can watch this whole weekend. It's coming out. Of course, Miles Morales is getting his sequel to his 3 movies. The third one's coming out again down the line. But this is out, and everyone's going nuts about it. There's crossover. There's rumors. Been rumors that Tom Holland's going to be in it. There's rumors that Andrew Garfield's going to be in it. That everyone's back. Tobey Maguire. But we don't really know yet. But at the world premiere of this, Amy Pascal came out with Kevin Feige, and they started talking on the red carpet. And they said, hey, by the way, we're doing more Spider-Man, of course. We're going to do Spider-Man 4. That's happening. So Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland, Zendaya, that's happening. It's just a matter of when we get pen to paper. But of course, as you know, there's a writer's strike. So we had to stop all those plans until the WGA gets a strike, figured out, and they have a deal. And then we can start writing again. But Tom Holland's coming back. Zendaya's coming back. We're going to the street now. It's not going to be so out there, they're saying this time. It's not going to be crazy. It's going to be more of a grounded story. And it's going to be street-level Spider-Man fighting somebody. We don't really know yet, but that's happening. And also, I'm piggybacking off of Across the Spider-Verse. Miles Morales, everybody, is getting his very much needed, I should say, live-action film. So after the next Spider-Verse is coming out, again, we have Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and the third one's going to be called Beyond the Spider-Verse. It's a lot to say out loud. After Beyond the Spider-Verse, we're getting a live-action Miles Morales. Now, it probably will not be Shamik Moore because, again, he's like 28 years old. And it could be him. It could be him, but they might want somebody younger like Tom Holland when he started. But it could be him. Of course, Miles Morales is usually a teenager, and maybe he can play it. But he looks a little bit old for me, but they're going to do that. And on top of that, we're getting a Spider-Woman movie. And she might be coming sooner than you think. That's what Amy Pascal said. Now, they have been shooting the Madam Web series. If anybody knows online, Madam Web is, of course, the person that's like an intergalactic being that holds the universe together. She's like in a wheelchair, and they're doing that right now. But apparently there's a casting for that right now. And they've actually already shot. And the actress is called Sydney Sweeney. So Sydney Sweeney from White Lotus, season 1.
Wow, really?
You know her, Sabrina? She was in season 1 of White Lotus. She played...
she's also in the show with Zendaya, the Euphoria.
Yeah, Hammer Tale. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood she was in. Well, she was cast in Madam Web as a character called Julia Carpenter. Now, Julia Carpenter, if you get a little geeky, a little nerdy on us here, Julia Carpenter was the second Spider-Woman in the comic books. And her whole thing was she received powers when she was part of an experiment. And the experiment changed her. It was called the Athletic Study. And it was like spider venom with exotic plant extracts. And it gave her the powers of Spider-Man. And it also changed, and she got telepathic, and she had precognition and astral projection and powers like beyond blindness, I guess. I don't even know what that means, but she had all these superpowers. She's big, which is a big thing to me. She's big in the actual in the big series coming out, the what's it called? Not Infinity War, Secret Wars. Big in Secret Wars, which is coming out too. So maybe it's a way of introducing to her, give her own movie, and then bring her into Secret Wars with Marvel. Of course, we're branching all these crazy geeky universes together. So she's already cast. So that's probably our Wonder Woman, our Spider-Woman. It's a lot of spider news. It's Spidey tingling, a lot of tingle action. I feel a tingle. I feel that Peter tingle, I feel it right now. And it could be great. And of course, you can go see the new one right now, but Miles Morales, everybody, hey, spider tingle, tingly, webby. I don't know, web. But so we're getting a lot of Spider-Man action coming. Pew, 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 pew. Could be good. Sabrina, what do you think about this? Are you excited about any of these projects? Do you think that Miles Morales should have his own movie? And what do you think about Spider-Woman, huh? Is that good? She's not sure. We can't hear you, Sabrina.
Oh, we lost Sabrina.
I think you're muted right now, Sabrina.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to go over to Chris for a second while Sabrina works out her stuff right now. What's going on, Sabrina? But Chris, I don't know if you're a big Spider-Man fan. Of course, you have kids, so they probably saw the very first Into the Spider-Verse. What do you think about taking an IP like this and expanding it too much? Is it too much to do this? Or do you think this makes sense with all the Marvel stuff?
You know what? I think it makes sense right now. I haven't seen too many of the Spider-Man movies recently, and I'll be honest. I feel like I'm busy. I feel like I'm crazy busy
Oh
as a
yeah,
dad and a
and a
coach
celebrity photographer.
and a celebrity photographer, right? But what I do notice is I pay attention to what my kids like, and my son Hudson loves Miles Morales. He's 8 years old. He has T-shirts. He was dressed up for Halloween, with that darker Spider-Man, the black shirt with the red spider. Absolutely loves it. Watches the cartoons all the time, and I think it's just based off him. It seems like they're going the right direction because it's super popular. I know all the kids at school have Spider-Man shirts, and they definitely talk about it a lot.
Yeah, and people love Miles Morales. Like Miles Morales has been huge, and the fact that he didn't get his first live action until now, it's crazy to me because he is a big comic book hero. And you're back, yes, bring your back a big comic book character, and the fact that the last one, the Into the Spider-Verse, did so well. Like you're saying, kids were wearing the suits, getting the backpacks, like it's huge. So maybe they wanted to test the waters in animation for him, and now we're able to branch out into that universe and make more money. Money, yeah,
I think
yeah.
it'll be cool, and I know our family will definitely be there probably to check it out because it's something that they love. So we'll definitely check it out.
You got to go see the new one too.
Yeah,
The Across the Spider-Verse just came out. I can't wait to see it. I'll go see it this weekend. It'll be fun. The
yeah,
animation style is amazing. It
yeah.
really is. But yeah, these are big moves for Marvel and Sony. Big moves for Sony. Of course, Amy Pascal's been running that shit since Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire. So I mean, she should know what's going on, right? Well,
Yep.
right, Sabrina. What do you think? Are you excited about these new projects coming from Sony slash Marvel? Or are you like you're doing too much Spider for me and my Tingle sensation's not working out too well?
I really enjoy the animated version of this character. I enjoy. I think Haley Stanfield plays Gwen
She's
in
so
the
good.
Into the Spider Verse. I love her. And if you're gonna make a Spider Girl movie, I would strongly suggest that you use her. I mean, she's 25, I think, or 26 or 24. She's young. She looks even younger than that. And like, why would you? I don't know. I don't know. I think that girl is a very good actor. But I don't. I just don't really see her as a superhero. Honestly, I don't see her as Spider. I mean, I hope she proves me wrong. But I really do enjoy the animated. It's one of my actually one of my favorite comic book movies is Into the Spider Verse. So I really hope that this will stand up to that. It seems like it will. There's amazing reviews for it already. I think that part of the success was, not just the storyline of Miles Morales, but like all of the different Spider-Mans that they brought into play. Like there was Nick Cage played one, the noir. There was a
So
Spider
good.
Pig that was John Mulvaney. There was the anime like spider bot robot that the little girl controlled, which was awesome. Like it was just so like weirdly amazing. And like then the Peter Parker who had given up, that was like fat and barely fit in a spider suit, and that was the guy from New Girl, Johnson, John Johnson, Jack Johnson,
Jack,
Joe Johnson,
yeah,
Jack.
Jake
You know,
Johnson.
Jake Johnson. Ah, I was so close.
Yeah.
Didn't make it. That guy, he was amazing. So I just feel like all of the there was like a perfect storm of amazingness. And so I was a little bit worried about this because that movie was so good. The music was good. The style of animation was amazing. All of the voice actors were amazing. It was just on point, 100%. Like there's literally I don't think there was not one thing that I could complain about that movie. So I'm kind of worried about this one coming up because how does the sequel ever live up to the first? And I guess the answer is animation. So I don't want them to sully this with live action. Honestly, I feel like they might fuck it up, and I don't want them to because it's so good. So I'm slightly nervous, but I do this animation has a 96 or 98% on Rotten Tomatoes already.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I feel like a live action is a little it's a little sketch for me. I feel like we're riding a very amazing wave of amazing you know animation situation with Spider-Man, which honestly, since like way back in the day, that hasn't been done. Like we've been doing like the Tobey Maguire versions and the Andrew Garfield versions and then the Tom Holland versions. And then
Yeah.
this cartoon thing to me is better than all of those. And I'm fond of many of those movies. Don't get me wrong. But this was my favorite. It was really, really, really good.
It's so good.
And
It's so good.
I don't know. I'm afraid they're gonna fuck it up if they do a live action version.
I don't know, but the thing is, like, if they get him back, if they can make it work, they've been doing so well with that. Like, maybe right, it's easier to do this in animation. Of course, they're crossing multiverses, crazy animation styles. There's a lot of heart in this new one, apparently. So hopefully it is. And of course, Spider-Woman, it's about time. Let's try it. We're throwing all this shit together, put them all in one movie together. And then Spider-Man 4, this, of course, that's happening. All these movies make sense to me. And if you're branching off of Madam Web, that makes sense even more to me too. Like, why not? Sony, cash in. Make that spider cash. That's all I can say, right, Chris? Make that spider cash.
Exactly. And this is
It's
a
all
little
about money, Chris.
It is all about money. And Haley Steinfeld, right? Is that how you say her name? It's rumored that she's hanging out lately with Josh Allen. This is a little off topic. Josh Allen is a superstar quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, geez.
Oh, word.
So I think he went to University of Wyoming, and he's a great quarterback. I think Buffalo, they made it pretty close last year to the Super Bowl, right?
They did not make it to the Super
That's
Bowl.
definitely not a Brian question.
But Josh Allen, he's a great quarterback, and apparently they've been hanging out in New York City together a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Hey, there's some more hot gossip out there on Cruise Control, everybody. Check it out. That's cool. I mean, good. I mean, honestly, she's in the limelight. You're bound to meet more people. That happens too when you're doing all these kind of projects, and you just become open to more people in the world that are doing the same thing you are. So
where's that breaking news graphic?
You know what that's called, Chris? Can we do it 3 times in one show? That's the question.
No. Yeah, 3 times is
that might be too much. That might be too much. But, you know, Spider-Man's coming in multiple versions. Of course, you can see Into the Spider-Verse right now, or I should say it's so confusing. Across the Spider-Verse, you can see right now in your local theater. Go right after this show because why not? It's going to be fun. It's good for the family. It's good for the kids. It's good for everybody. And you're getting some more Tom Holland. You're getting some more Spider-Woman. You're getting some more Miles Morales in live action. Spider-Man's going to be going big. So it's not ending anytime soon.
I got an email just a little while ago that if you're a Regal Club member, you get for $7 you can go see Miles Morales tonight. And there might be something about an icy involved. I don't know. I didn't read it too hard because I had
that icy. Get that spider icy, but do not buy the burger at Burger King because that looks disgusting.